you have a beautiful vision and perspective, Cancer. And Spirit, as I tune into your energy, is talking about that beautiful perspective. And they follow immediately with the phrase, rule of thirds. So they're like, yes, you have this magnificent vision, and rule of thirds in cinema, right, would say that you want to have things not necessarily centered. You want to bring it, I love it. I love how I like knock this little planet out of orbit. You want to have things off center. It creates more visual interest, and Spirit is like as if they could put their loving hands gently on your head and turn you, look about 3 degrees that way. You got it just right. Just there, perfect. You have a magnificent vision, and there's a little bit of let go, let God. There's a little bit of, you may have been focused on it a little too long. Now what Spirit is showing me is somebody sitting with like a magic 8-ball, like sitting cross-legged on the floor, looking intently at this magic 8-ball and like shaking it and shaking it and shaking it. Like, no, that's not the right answer. No, that's not the right answer. Where's the right answer? And you don't need to look for the right answer or the right choice. You do have a magnificent vision and feeling for what it is you want or want to do. And if you will loosen your grip and your calculation a little bit, the components that you need, the cooperative components, will drift to you. Let's see what that is. Wow. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. Wow. Geez. Okay. Also, hi, Cancer. I'm Madeline. If you haven't been here before, welcome to your mid-month checkpoint reading for July. We've kicked it off quite nicely. Let's pull the rest of your cards and see what Spirit wants to show you and point out to you in the mid-month of July for your highest good, for your joy, security, ease, abundance, love, fulfillment. Oh, for my Cancer people. Thank you, Spirit. All my Cancerians, Spirit, what is showing up for them? We're finishing up their season. We're starting off Leo. What do my Cancer people need to know for their highest good, Spirit? What's showing up in the present, and how is that developing into the near future? What do Cancers need to know about it for their highest good, always and only for their highest good, Spirit? And how do the events of their life reflect to them what they need to know most right now? Let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit, for Cancer. Back half of July. Back half of July for their highest good. Thank you, Spirit. Hey, very Cancerian. Well, a Cancerian graduation. Oh, I love to see this. What was Spirit saying in the beginning? If you will just let go a little bit and hang out, you are going to come to, this is exactly what it is. So don't rush yourself, like, to put the mosaic of what is happening together, okay? I feel like rushing and feeling as if you need to be at a certain place by some kind of deadline, or this is like a, I feel like this is, I want to use the phrase internally inflicted deadline or expectation. So the Hanged One, this card represents you. Spirit saying let go, let God. We can think of this as the cocoon. Before the little caterpillar becomes the butterfly, they have to liquefy, they have to change their mind. There's an epiphany in rest. There's an epiphany not just in rest, but in the sacrifice of control, letting go and looking at things from another angle. Spirit, again, you have a magnificent vision. If you could just look a little differently at it, you're going to see something new. And you might see a roadblock something that could get in your way. Let's talk about it. In the present situation, Page of Cups, beautiful energy, good luck, ease, flow, and Spirit is using the word opportunity, which is not always a card I would associate with the Page of Cups, but they're saying it. I'm an intuitive reader if you haven't been here before. You're receiving a message, you're receiving a nudge is something that I'm hearing. And if I know Spirit, you're receiving that nudge from multiple directions, multiple messengers, multiple synchronicities. You know what this is. And if you don't know what this is, I'm going to jump to your long-term future. It's time to start getting some data and really paying attention to what is showing up. What is the symbology of my outer life reflecting about me and to me? And how can I use it? Even the hard stuff, even the old habits and old thought patterns. Spirit has a beautiful strategy for you, okay? So you're in this good spot. There's this good luck available. I feel like good things are coming to you. This devil doesn't even worry me over much. This feels like, hey, we could go around again. Hey, you want to keep trying to control everything? You want to keep trying to mitigate every bad outcome, or, you know, stay tightly within these particular parameters and completely avoid being an authentic, full-throated, yin-yang, light and dark human being? It's so ironic how not wanting to look bad will have us being bad. By being bad, I mean being dishonest, being not full-throated and wholehearted. I mean, when I see the devil, I don't think of, I think of, you know, evangelical scary Christians when I see this card. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all are really, you know, the put the fear of God in you, that kind of thing. A God-fearing person, they end up doing really fucked up shit because they are trusting some other entity or energy above their own understanding. So, you don't need to make yourself or your vision perfect. You need to allow it to become. Allow yourself to become. Trust in your becoming. Trust that if you aren't at your destination yet, it's because you're in transit. You just got your invitation. Maybe you just got on the train. Maybe you just started walking. So if you're not there yet, doesn't mean you fucked up. So let go of that, okay? Let go of, I must have fucked up because I'm not there yet. That's going to just get in your way and slow you down. It's not that it'll, you know, keep you away from anything that is meant for you or that you are meant to do, but it will slow you down. And it will, like, draw out the timeline. It feels annoying, and it feels low, and it feels bleh. And sometimes you just need to get up and shake your fucking ass and laugh at the devil. And now they're playing, you know, Florence and the Machine. Get the devil off your back. Shake him off. Like, please go look up that song, Cancer. That song is for you. And then I would ask you, if you are any of the Cancerians who are feeling low or attached or in a rut or afraid to go forward or to do something different, that you would really fucking listen to that song and really let it get into your bones and really thump it into the ground, okay? The heart of the matter, temperance. This doesn't have to be hard. Is that part of maybe your conception of things? Is that, like, this is such a grand, important vision that it has to be hard or have to be exhausted or something like that? That could be your old habit. And you could have an epiphany, please. Please have an epiphany that actually taking it easier could have not just as good of a result, better. So Cancerian moms or parents, for example, if you are, like, giving up your whole life and identity, that is not doing good things for your kids. This goes for people who aren't parents who are experiencing that, but that's what Spirit is showing me. Is like, there's nothing good about that type of sacrifice. That's not in alignment with you. That's wanting to give everything. And Spirit's like, if you give everything, you'll have nothing left to give. And then what? So, you got to keep some for yourself. Yes, I'm a parent. I'm also a person. You know what I mean? That's temperance. They both need to be present. Me modeling to my child or my friends or my community that throw yourself on the pyre for art or for love or for fucking change or whatever, I'm asking more people then to throw themselves on the pyre, right? That's what I'm influencing my kids or whomever to do. I don't want to do that. I would actually like to live in a world where everybody can get enough rest and enough fun and enough hard work to feel joyful and complete and whole. You know what I'm saying? This is a one-track mind, is something else that Spirit is saying. Okay, so you're in transit. Short-term future, long-term future. You are still on your way. You are not frozen. You are merely paused, okay? And you were paused, and what is a pause good for? It's good for reflection. So take any pauses to reflect, including, Spirit is saying, long commutes. So that's funny, but that's what they're saying. Long commute is a great time to be writing that book or listening to that online course or self-help thing or whatever. You are well on your way to your magnificent vision if you keep your heart open and if you prize alignment over action and moving immediately. Curious if any of you have Aries placements. It's a similar message that came up for them also. There is more data arriving. There are more mosaic pieces arriving. Don't push. Take it easy. I'm also hearing, for some of you with this Devil card and Temperance showing up as the heart of the matter, notice any addictions of any kind, whether to substances or situations or patterns or whatever, like, you know, dopamine addiction, like whatever. Notice how shame plays a role in that, and how reminding yourself that lots of good people struggle with the same thing or have gone through similar things or etc., etc. Because I want to counsel you not to use shame against yourself or other people. Because again, taking it easy on yourself is not the same as letting yourself off the hook. Knowing that, like, yep, I'm human and it's going to take me a little while to break out of this habit. So if I fall into it again, I'm not going to beat the shit out of myself. I'm going to be like, oh, look at that. Oh, I'm still here. Okay, okay, something to keep looking at. Okay. And eventually, it's going to make sense. And my magnificent vision, my mosaic, will come all the way together. And I'll be like, oh, I'm so glad that I didn't push this person to be in a relationship with me, or this project to be finished, or this whatever. Because now I know what I need to do. So chill. You know, go with the flow, quote unquote, because sometimes if the flow gets stopped up, that's part of the go with the flow. Okay, things are stopped up. Let me take in my surroundings. Let me grab myself a little something to drink, maybe. Thank you for being here, Cancer. I hope this is helpful for you, and if I don't see you before then I hope I will see you in your August reading. Bye-bye.